Today we're going to be reacting to My Story
Hi,
Animated.
my name is Cleo, and I'm possibly the clumsiest girl on Earth. Accidents just happen around me. I swear, it's not my fault, but that made me the most famous TikToker now. Please like and subscribe because My Story Animated will give $1,000 to one lucky person who subscribes in the next 7 days. Tell your
This is
friends,
like
your
a month
sister,
ago.
brother, and mom to subscribe now. My parents were really wealthy, and they liked their luxury. When I was 9 months old,
Bet.
Dad brought a rare
So
vase
true.
from Thailand and proudly placed it on the table. 100 blind monks painted this. Took them 2 years. In less than 2 minutes, I'd crawled straight into the table and toppled it over. I started clapping at the cool smashing sound, but something about Dad's face made me stop. When I started walking, I was like freaking Godzilla, destroying everything in my way. My parents packed away all their precious collector's items,
Is that
covered
dope?
the furniture with plastic wrap, and switched to paper cups and plates. But when I was 5 years old, I caused a disaster
Okay, I just
of
paused it for a
epic
second.
proportions. One day,
Disaster
I
thing.
saw the servant sneaking something into Dad's study, and I felt really curious. Later that night, I went down to have a look at it. It was just a dumb painting. As I was about to cover it up, I tripped over the cloth and went crashing straight into the painting, ripping a me-shaped hole through the canvas. Oh my God. The next day, Dad had invited hundreds of friends to our mansion for the unveiling of the painting. It's such an honor that the great artist has let me borrow it. Behold the masterpiece. Holy moly! The artist sued Dad, and he had to pay millions in damages. Luckily, money wasn't an issue, but Dad
That's
was
3 million.
still so mad. He thought I wasn't normal, so he whisked me off to the doctor, did lots of tests and scans, and said there was nothing wrong with me. Maybe she's just evil then. Maybe she's pretending to be clumsy and destroying our lives for fun. You sound crazy.
That would be
Our baby
funny.
is not evil. Your baby is a walking disaster. But then one day, I discovered something that changed my life. When I was 8, Mom took me to the city for the first time. But we were in a really crowded place, and I slipped away from her. As I looked around, I saw a group of homeless children dancing in the street. I immediately fell in love with the way they gracefully moved their bodies. People were giving them money after their performance, but I only had my lollipop, so I gave it to one of them, and she was happy. From then on, I'd watch YouTube videos and teach myself to dance. Even though I was so clumsy usually, the beat of the music somehow made my body movements really coordinated. One day, I decided to show off my moves to my parents. Mommy, Daddy, look, I'm a dancer. Mom was thrilled, but Dad looked horrified and immediately turned off the music. Good God, how can I unsee that? Don't you ever do that again. What do you mean, Daddy? I'm a really good dancer.
Yeah, Daddy.
Like Beyonce. Who told you that? Your mirror? Drop this nonsense. You'll be running my company one day, idiot. Who says she can't do both? She can take dancing lessons right now and learn about your company when she's older. I say she can't because I pay the bills, and I don't ever want to hear the word dancing in my house again. I was furious. As I was storming off past him, I accidentally tripped and knocked his phone out of his hand. The screen was smashed to bits. I ran off grinning as he roared. But he was right. He did pay the freaking bills, so I kept learning secretly, but I never mentioned it again. Everyone thought I'd outgrow my clumsiness, but it just seemed to get worse. And of course, in high school, something like this makes you the perfect target for bullies. On my first day in 9th grade, the teacher asked me to collect everyone's notebooks. As
Fall
I
over and hit someone in the
walked
head.
up with the pile, I tripped.
That's
When
like
I started picking them up,
50 kids.
I didn't see the teacher kneeling down to help me, and I elbowed him really hard in the eye. Word of my clumsiness spread like wildfire. People had bets on when I'd fall or drop something next. If I was seen with any hot food or drink, everyone started running away like the devil was after them. Needless to say, I didn't have any friends, except this crazy rich jock, Hudson, who'd been acting like my boyfriend since the first time he saw me. One day, I was in the girls' bathroom when he suddenly barged in. Baby cakes, I have a surprise for you. He pulled me outside where everyone had already gathered to see his gift. Hundreds of iPhones arranged in a giant heart on the ground. That's 365 iPhones, babe. One for every day of the year. I'll buy you more when you've smashed all of these. Another time, he gave me a horse. Hudson, what am I going to do with it? We're in a city.
A
But that's the
horse?
one thing you don't have, and you deserve everything. Now go on, try sitting on it. Erin, the most popular cheerleader, made a bed out of it, as always. Gather around, guys. New
Yo,
bed starting now. $1,000 if she falls off in the first minute. I was just getting onto the horse when it suddenly flicked its tail and knocked me over. To my horror, I landed in its poop. Erin was howling in triumph as cash rained on her. Keep up the good work, you stupid klutz. Make me richer. When I tried to get up, everyone suddenly disappeared, including Hudson. That jerk. But then, Erin did something that made me even crazier. She started a freaking dance club at school. While I was reading the dance club poster, I heard Erin behind me. Seriously? Don't even think about it. I only accept the best, and you can't even walk straight, dummy. Don't worry, I'm not interested at all. Of course, that was a lie. It was my dream to dance with other people, like those kids on the street I'd seen years ago. But I could only dance by myself. One afternoon, while
He
I was
just been
walking
out
in our
like
garden, I tripped
15
over
years,
a
yeah.
sunflower, and suddenly a splash of water hit my face. Oh my god, I am so
TikTok's
sorry.
no
I didn't see.
2
I'm Samuel,
2 years.
the new driver. I
Or
looked
1
up
year.
to see a
1 year or 2
gorgeous
years.
boy washing our cars with a garden hose, and he was shirtless. As he helped me up, I couldn't help wondering how hard his abs were. I stumbled on purpose, and my palms accidentally landed on his abs, harder than a rock. Ma'am, are you okay? Why wouldn't I be? Without another word, I ran off to my room. A few hours later, I was dancing away when I caught Samuel watching me through the window. How long have you been standing there? You dropped your necklace. I just came to return it. But you were so great, I was mesmerized. I swear his compliment had my stomach breakdancing. I started hanging out with him after that day, and it felt good to have a friend who knew my little secret. But the universe kept teasing me. Erin started dancing on TikTok and got 1 million followers in a week. Samuel kept
Yeah,
encouraging me to make my own account.
I know
bet
this man.
you're gonna have 1 million followers in just one day. My dad won't like it. He doesn't get me. But from then on, I started filming myself whenever I danced in my room. Maybe someday Dad would come around.
They're
One
not here
evening,
for the
Dad took me to a
dancing.
company
They're here
dinner
for
and
something
officially
else.
introduced me as the future
They're here
CEO.
for something else.
Everyone raised a toast to it, but it just didn't feel right. As I made my way to the front for a speech, my dress got caught on something and ripped, exposing my underwear. Everyone in the room started laughing quietly, and I could see Dad's furious face. I ran out as fast as I could to the car. Samuel looked at my tear-stained face with concern. Are you okay, ma'am? I'm sure lots of people think I have the perfect life as a rich heiress, but I want things that money can't buy. I want to do what I love. I want to make my parents proud, and I just want to be normal. To make me feel better, Samuel took me to a dance club. I closed my eyes and just started dancing. Minutes later, I'd forgotten everything because I was in my happy place. When I opened my eyes, I saw Samuel looking at me, and my heartbeat raced. Ma'am, you're a goddess. I could watch you all day. Suddenly, I pulled him in close. It's not ma'am, it's Cleo. Just then, I got a call from my dad yelling at me to come home immediately. Your behavior is unacceptable, but I'll forgive you on one condition. Date the son of my biggest investor. At least for 6 months. I thought about Samuel, but I knew Dad wasn't really giving me a choice. So I agreed. The next day, when he introduced me to his investor's son, my jaw
No,
dropped
I know.
open. Hudson? Baby
Yeah.
cakes. Did you know about this? Duh. I've always known who you are. You're not just hot. Your parents are as rich as mine. That very night, I was invited to dinner by his parents, and Dad had a list of instructions for me. Don't disappoint them, or else I'm going to lose billions. Think before you even breathe, Cleo. And no cursing. They hate that. Unfortunately,
Okay, no,
thinking
this one.
wasn't gonna help. Hudson had the scariest parents in the world. They were watching my every move. It was so nerve-wracking. I got clumsier by the second. I kept dropping my fork, and when I tried to pass his mom the water, the jug slipped from my hand. But then, the unthinkable happened. I dropped some soup on my dress and excused myself for the bathroom. As soon as I got up, I hit my pinky toe on the edge of the table. Holy piece of stupid They looked at me like I'd just killed their whole neighborhood. I was sure Hudson wouldn't want anything to do with me after that dinner, but Dad would be raging mad when he
This
found out.
mask is
But
so I can just go.
actually didn't care. The next day at school, I was really surprised when Hudson walked over to me and put his arm around my waist. Baby cakes? I don't care if my parents think you're a stupid klutz. You're too beautiful for anyone else. I have a grand gift to make you feel
What's
better.
it called?
He pushed a bunch of car keys into my hand. 20 sports cars for you, babe. 20
What?
freaking cars? But I didn't even know how to drive. He gave the
Yeah.
stupidest gifts ever.
Yo.
Just then, he kissed me and I pushed him away. I'm sorry, Hudson, but I can't force myself
It's
to like you.
8:21.
I like someone else. Also, you're really obnoxious. And with that, I threw the car keys at him and walked away. Of course, Hudson's parents backed out from the deal, and Dad went psycho.
Uh-oh.
I told him what a jerk Hudson was, but he didn't care. So, your mom married me, didn't she? It's actually because of that poor driver, isn't it? Well, I sent him back to his country and I told him to stay away from you if he knows what's good for him. I was shocked, and then I was furious. That's it. Keep your stupid house and your stupid company to your stupid self. I'm not giving up on anything for you now. How dare you talk to me like that? She's right. I'm not watching you bully her anymore either. Dad immediately kicked us both out of this mansion and cut off all our allowances. But Mom wasn't sorry at all and said she'd rather be poor than with him. We moved to my late grandparents' house. Luckily, I still had the horse and iPhones Hudson gave me, and I sold them all off to give us a head start. And I made my own account and uploaded my saved videos. To my surprise, I got 2 million followers over the weekend. Erin was smoking red. Next day at school, she came to me and said, "How is this possible? I can twerk and throw it back better than you." I guess my followers just disagree with you, Erin. Fine, let's dance to the same song. And whoever has more likes in 1 hour wins. Loser pays $50,000 and drops out of school. Challenge accepted. We did the dance, and I won by 100,000 likes. Erin's account was suddenly deleted, and I never saw her again. Mom encouraged me to do more videos, and I reached 20 million followers in just 4 months.
Fake.
She also started joining me, and I was mind blown by her moves. So that's where I got my talent. 2 years later, we started a dance studio where I taught little kids how to dance and to chase their dreams. And this seemed just right. But there was
You
something
can like pay
missing from my
$50
life
for that.
until one
Oh,
day,
yeah.
a handsome guy entered my studio, and when he took off his shades, I swear I almost fainted. Can I get
It's
an autograph?
Shadow.
I can give you more than that, Samuel.
No,
We went
he's
out and
happy, what?
sparks flew. Sam was charming, kind, and simple. Even my mom loved him. We started dating and even danced together for some videos. My fans went crazy when we finally got married, and they adored the heck out of our clumsy baby boy.
That was just like a year. See, this all happened in 2021 and 2022. That's it for today. Have a great day and have a bye 5. Oh yeah. 1 second. But have a bye 5.